held a meeting with a Katrona line, and which he himself, or Joseph Kanu, tried to say that he thanked the intervention of a Katrona line, trying to intervene to stop the insecurity, going on in the south, which the IPOP, ESN pioneered to the insecurity in the southeast. And then you will now ask yourself, this morning also in a publication, he have come also to debunk it, that the news saying that it is a lie. So what I want to say, these two comments came from the same person, from Ojo Kanu, and he's trying to say that it's a lie, that he never made a mention of such. But it is there in the Nigerian newspaper. These people will just go in the secret and killed and come out in the open and deny. When you try to catch them, you try to see them how they will deny it. Also, you are seeing how this woman, Caroline, junketing every places in that contraption called Nigeria, even before our leader was rendited to that contraption, Nigeria. You have been seeing that woman going all over the places. That will tell you that Britain is the real cause of the problem we are having. Forget the things you are seeing them publishing, forget the things you are seeing them, the comments you are seeing them making. But these people are the root cause of our problem. If anybody tell you that Britain is not aware of how Nnamdi Kanu was rendited to Nigeria from their collaborators from Kenya to Nigeria. Remember, these two nations are two Commonwealth nations. And something has happened there. Why must it be in Kenya? And why must it be with Nigeria and Kenya? Nnamdi Kanu was denied is not a Nigerian citizen. So why, you should ask yourself, that why did they capture him and rendited him to Nigeria? This is a very ideological statement, ideological question you should ask yourself. They are so indicted, they are so planning in all this mess that has happened, but our people will not understand. Also, Mazi, they are trying to divert the attention, according to the news that broke late yesterday, that on 26th of this month, June, when our leader is supposed to have a court case, that this is supposed to be their annual leave. Now that he shows you the colossal impunity that is happening in that country. They want to make it because what Abuja will see on 26 is not even only those coming from Biafra land, but all over the world, all over from the whole 37 or 36 states of that nation will flood Abuja. Now, what they want to do is to try to divert attention, but we are telling them that court must hold, and we must increase our tempo. We must increase our tempo, and that tempo have been happening all over the places. You see protests coming out, the announcement you make, people are preparing to do more protests, more protests. This is to create more awareness, and the whole world is paying seriously attention in what is happening in that nation called Nigeria. So what I want to say in the issue of Father Mbaka, Mazi, I know you might have watched some videos. Now, I'm a very, very fanatic criticism of Mazi, Father Mbaka, because of some of the things he has done in the past. But do you know, you have seen how God is working out. This man have come to his own senses and begin to do things correctly. And our leader used to say, now Father Mbaka is, for my own opinion, yes, now Father Mbaka now is trying now to do the rightful thing, because what he's doing is the right thing he's supposed to do. You can see it, and the Biafra will be solidly behind him. No harm, nothing will harm him. Everybody speaking now, is speaking to the mind of millions of Biafran people, and there's no weapon formed by any means against our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu is an institution. Nnamdi Kanu represents a nation. All these Ohanes and Igbo try to do their shenanigan meeting, secret meeting, try to say this, that, this, there will not be other. We don't know them. What we focus now is to oppose how did Nnamdi Kanu was rendited to Nigeria. This is the main issue. Anybody saying they are going to again for treasonable felony or whatever, 11 count charge or this all those conk and bull stories, it doesn't have any base. We have to focus the current issue. Nigeria have broke the law, international law. They have broke the UN Convention of 1951. So therefore, they must face it. They don't let them not distract us from here to pay his charge. He jumped there, he did not. All those things are nothing. They must answer. And you see the quietness in Asrock is biting them that Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Nnamdi Kanu have not committed any crime. There will Mazi. God bless you and continue hammering the job.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Uba Obokotu for them. Uba Obokotu. All right. Caller on the Skype. Can you hear me?
Are you talking to me, Mazi?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Welcome to the program. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good afternoon from here. I remember Mazi foreign from Germany anywhere. Yeah, I don't mind the noise. It's barely, you know, that the Christian. Sitting down there day and night, protesting. By some of you. Yeah, Mazi, I don't have much to say. I came in because of what my brother just said now, Chechi, and support from Malaysia. Mazi, we are reading since yesterday night about the suspension on 26th, about the case. And not only that, there are information that are filtering in. Information is power anywhere, but I don't anchor on that. But every information, we take it very seriously, and we don't take any threat lightly. The information is that where Onion is kept in the station, that all the Igbo speaking or Biafra speaking have been transferred to another places. And that Biafra speaking we are letting our people to know, our intel, our men, fanaticals all over the world to know what is happening. And our new committee have to be there 24 hours because they had Onion, they're holding all of us down. So, and we believe that nothing will happen to him. But what is the rationale behind putting off this case on 26th? Do they have any other intention? Do they have any other thing in mind? Otherwise, why I continue? Why must if it's real? Because I saw it in Facebook until our DO comes out and tell us is real or not, or our lawyer, because the Joffa has not made any threat in regard to that. That's why I say we are still watching, but our new committee has to be there. This time we are in, it's not a time of too much talking, it's just a time of action, putting things in place. Every way to match these people, any way they come in, any way to perform, we might them set on. I don't want to talk much, I just want to call in, and we believe this thing goes like that. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Continue doing whatever you need to do for Biafra, because at the end, victory must be ours. I want to say thank you to Biafrans all around the world. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that has made this program what it is today. Chukwu will give us all of that we desire, all of that he has given unto us, that our enemy took away from us. He will give it to us back. I just want to say once more, thank you to Biafrans all around the world. Yes, it's true that, things is happening. The Facebook people, I don't know what they're doing. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Almighty Chukwu Kabiam that lives in heaven, he's going to bless you. He is going to bless all of us. And like our leader will say, to those of you that have loved the truth that is coming out of this platform, that truth that you love, it will guide you. That truth that you've come to love, it will protect you. That truth that you love and cherish so much, it's going to guide and protect you and your family. It will protect your footstep that you may not dash your foot on the stone. And I want to say, in all that you do in this week that we are in, Almighty Chukwu Kikabiamana lives in heaven. He will bless us. He will protect us. He will preserve us from the eyes of the enemies. I also pray that our God Almighty Chukwu Kikabiama, He is going to protect our leader. He is going to protect our people in Biafra land. They are the one in front of the bullets. Almighty Chukwu Kikabiama, bless all Biafrans all around the world. Until I see you next time. Shalom.
So that brings me to what I want to talk about this morning. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I'm talking about, I was thinking, you know, I'm listening to her and she's resonating with me, whatever she has said today. So I bring it to the point I want to talk about, the plight of the Biafran child. The plight of the Biafran child, especially the Igbo-speaking Biafran child. We are the only race in the world that does not know how to protect its own. I've never seen this kind of thing before. And I think it's embedded in our DNA. You know, as a child, I remember in high school, there was a protest in high school. And I was very little in high school. I was, you know, I'm a small-sized person. So, but my size didn't really affect my thoughts and the way I acted. So anywhere there was something, I'm always in the forefront. I remember it very vividly. I was tiny. I was very, very tiny. I mean, my classes, most of the classes, I was the smallest person, to be honest. That was the context. I noticed something in the school where I attended, we be testing and all that. And parents would, I thought I was what I was saying. Parents would come there and have the audacity. Even if they're going to scold their children, they don't do it from the spot. So that is me. They will describe me as if I'm the Lucifer of the place. They will not support. It's only my mother, you know, just because I'm just like her. I saw my car. You are the trouble. Not a look at someone now. A very, very look at someone. Nnamdi is incarcerated. He's kidnapped. And the child is kidnapped. There are some people who call themselves airlights, who call themselves intelligent people, who call themselves whatever name they want to call themselves. They will sit down and they will blame him. I saw something on paper a couple of days ago where it was said that one of the Obas in Lagos is apologizing to the Buhari administration to forgive Sunday Igboho. That he said, the man came up plainly and said, that thing is false. I never did anything like that. The Hausa man will look at Boko Haram, who have been ravaging people and killing everything that is living. They never condemn them. Today, your own child is kidnapped.
I don't want to talk much. I just want to call in, and we believe this thing goes like that. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.
And nobody tends to want to change. What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Today we're talking about revolution. We're talking about protests. A lot of people are suggesting, yes, I am not saying all of you should because you live in an animal kingdom. But do you know something? If you come out with your size, they will not do anything. They intimidate you and you sit there at home. That's Fulani for you. They want to know. They want to check the water before they dive in. If you come out, look at it's only in our home. I watched a revolution. Was it in one of the Scottish? One of the Russian area, long time ago. When the army came to the street, the people were protesting. They came out with their tanker, their ferret cars, their everything. But they said, we're not going to kill our own people. No. The people were throwing stones at people. AK-47. Nobody was killed. Because of the solidarity. Did they want the Yoruba people not to come out on the protest in Lagos? We were watching. They all came out. They won't because they are going to kill you regardless. Go out there and protest. Come out. I am not telling you, but even like let me give you an example. Somebody had called me the other time. I was talking about protest, and I asked a question. Protest doesn't mean when everybody will be together. One person can protest. If you go around United Nations every single day, you see somebody sitting down there with a placard. And people will be passing. What's going on? They will talk. Especially from those from the South American area. They're always there. You see a retired man, he goes there, sits down from morning till night. If water or hunger, I drink water small. Carry his placard, his banner, and everything. Somebody's asking a question. This is the kind of thing that we need to do. No, not in the Igbo land. All they are playing is blame game. Blame. That is, they want to blame. The way he insults people. When did that insult? Where did insult become a crime? Because as no you are looking for something. You are looking for that presidency that you will never get. That presidency that will always elude you no matter what you do. You are fooling yourself. And why you don't see the stupidity and the foolishness in you is what I don't understand. As no name, Azotana, it was a woote. He has a route before and he out of the woote in. You can't. You can stay here and brew and cry for all the presidency, clean their shit, go there, polish their shoe, go to Sadara of Sokoto and bow for him for 200 days. You will never be president of Nigeria. You will never. All of you, Nazoya, you are wasting your time. The worst they will do for you is to groom another Fulani man that can speak Igbo very well and put him there. Hope was a typical example. They went and brought him number 4, groomed him and put him in Imo State. He's killing more than anybody I've ever killed in Imo State. He is the one that is inviting the army to come and kill his own children. Where has this ever happened in the world? Where you go outside, that is my own is my own. It doesn't happen to the Biafran child. Or Nyemelanyefa. Yesterday I read on Facebook, it's unsubstantiated anyway. I cannot say that it's a real fact, but I just read it like everybody else. That the 26th they're going to go on vacation and all that. No. The point that, like I told you, they are testing the water. If reaction on them mad for that date, then they can dive into the river so like happy cook is no because you know they might look at the water because it's very deep. It was already 3 feet water and you hit your head on the rock at the bottom. That's what they do. It starts like a rumor. That's the way it starts. I saw Basanjo's picture yesterday on video. Somebody asked him a question. He said it himself anyway. that somebody high in the rank came and asked him, is Buhari alive? He never answered that question. Just listen to him very well. He said, how will you tell us that Buhari will die and we will not know? Of course you don't know. Even if you know, you cannot say it. Because you are part of the game. You are part of the game. Nnamdi Kanu is abusing everybody, is insulting, is instigating. Please put it in his charge that he told us that Buhari is dead, so that Buhari will come out and testify that he's not dead. The international world will now take a DNA and find out that that thing there is not Buhari. Put it in the charge. Which charge can be more stronger than that? If people are, before, that charge was like, it's a rumor. Nobody knows that. But Obasanjo told us that somebody high up there, he never named the person, came to him and asked him if the person there is Buhari. And I just said, how can you tell us that Buhari will die and we will not know? You can't ask it. You cannot ask her, you will not know. He was asking a question. You don't answer to a question with a question. Just say, yes, I know, or you know he's not. No. He spoke like an elderly man. That is so. A little bit. He didn't fumble. Because he knows that the man is not there. If they think that Buhari, Nnamdi Kanu, is very, very vicious, he's criticizing, he's lying, put it as part. Since you can make up charges, charge him too for scandal. The family should come out and say, hey, he said our father is dead. Look at our father here. Let him talk. People think that we are fools. And we are. That's the way they are looking at us. The plight of the Biafran child is on his own, even when he's saying the truth. I have noticed in this country, let me be honest with you, I've been here long enough. Anytime a child is killed, let me give you a very good example. A high school kid, messes around. Either police shoots him or somebody kills him and everything. And the mother comes to the TV. Oh, it's my child. You cannot kill my child. Then when you interview the woman, you discover that this child is such a great child. He's a big, wonderful child that go to school always. Then go to the school, you find out that this guy is a threat. He doesn't go to school. He creates problem left hand. But you know something? The mother will never stand there and say, my child is a criminal. No. But it's only Igbo man. The Igbo man. When the person that killed your child is rejoicing, you are rejoicing with the person. Your enemy is happy that something's happening to you, and then you are happy that something has happened to you. The plight of the Biafran child. The plight of the Biafran child. It is time we wake up and start thinking. There's a proverb that says that Izukaman and Nage. Izukaman and Nage means that let us talk about it as a family. When we go out there, we protect ourselves. We stand to protect ourselves by all means. Let us stop all this nonsense. I get calls. People call me. And when they call me, there are people that I respect very much in Biafra land. When they call me and they start talking, I start wondering within my heart, are these the same people that I knew? What has gotten into these people? I am talking about people who are so clamored in creating one Nigeria that will not help anybody. I don't understand. Somebody has even asked me, what is your take on this whole thing? Why are you killing yourself over this? I am like, killing myself. If I die today, anybody can, after I watch TV Joshua, I say, so no one I want to know. If the man there lie down there, and so that gives people like us to wake up in the morning and say, thank God you're still breathing, because it could be you any minute. So why can't you help somebody else? The good that man do lives after them. You know that, right? I didn't write that book. They call it Man the Roses, Shakespeare. Say the good that men do lives after them. Every good thing that you did. So you should strive to do good, because that's the only thing, lasting legacy that you're going to have. You sit down here, you see your children are being murdered. Not even your children, the entire country. They're being subjugated to all kinds of suffering and hardship. And then you have somebody who has volunteered himself, negated himself. Because even Nnamdi Kanu, most of us cannot do it, for God's sake. We can't. Why are we not thankful to God that he has brought in somebody who will come out there and speak? They are testing the water. They commit a crime so much that they don't even know when they are not committing crime. For them, for Nigerian government, the terrorist government of Nigeria, crime is for them normal. They don't even look at the water anymore before they dive in. When their little brain, they calculate what they want to do in their small, tiny brain, brainless, because they don't even have any brain. They start doing it without even thinking about the consequences. You go to a foreign country, kidnap somebody who has a foreign passport, without even informing. You see, when the British people, they, oh my goodness, I wish Nnamdi Kanu had the USA passport and Trump was in office. Because I don't know the man that is here now. To be honest with you, I don't really know. I'm not sure. We are still waiting. Maybe he's going to start being somebody later. But for now, I don't see anything. You go out to another foreign country, pick up a foreign national, and kidnapped him and took him back. The same government that did the same thing to Omar Ojiko. Remember, Nigeria was in relationship with London for England for two years, I think so. Yes. Because of Omar Ojiko saga, a lot of people went to jail. Today, they have done the same thing to the same Britain. And then our people are here rejoicing. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Somebody's already trying to call the phone line, but you have to wait. I keep saying it all the time. You waste your time calling when it is time to come in. You don't think that by calling faster, you're going to get there before. No, you have to wait and listen to what we are saying before you start making your calls, so that you'll be able to understand what we're talking about. You don't just jump in and start calling because you're going to eat. But as no, you will jump in and then you'll go out of point and take us out of our topic. We are talking about the plight of the Biafran child today. When I say Biafran child, especially the Igbo speaking, because even though it is a DNA, it's the DNA of the Biafran, yes. Portion blame. Oh, he doesn't respect elders. Look at the way he's talking to elders. Yes, he's talking to elders the way, because that's what you have given him. That's the value you have given him. You have disappointed him. He feels disappointed in you. Don't be silly, Daddy. It doesn't mean that you are silly. We are so concerned about. It's good to scold a child when you are home. Scold this child and say, listen, don't do this, don't do this. But when you go out there, now you have to become a family and face the outside. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped till today. When the kidnap started, I read so many things that people were distributing. Then DSS, taking advantage of the fact that we don't protect our own. You know what they do? They make sure that they go get an Igbo name and they write something that will look like it is written by us. We know very well that it's not written by us, that it is them that are writing it. But the truth is that, what do we do to support our own? Those who are supposed to talk, they are not talking. All they are talking about is how they are going to become president of 2023. Isn't that something? Isn't that ridiculous? That is the way we are. So we are talking about our Biafra. There are people speaking up. There are people, a few people have started talking, and I'm very happy, especially a lawyer that I think that Rise TV or channel or somewhere that was talking. He spoke very eloquently. He spoke very well. He hit the nail on the head. And that's the kind of thing we expect from those that call themselves our leaders.
Let me start with you,
so let's go to this,
Mr. Nzako, what your reaction is to this rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, seeing that in 2017 he jumped bail, though he was arrested in 2015, but according to him, he fled because of his life.
Well, my reaction is the same with that of most Nigerians who feel
that Nnamdi Kanu receiving the short end of the knife from the federal government. Recall that he was arrested in 2015 and then kept in custody for 2 good years without trial, over and against all provisions of the law, over and against all pronouncements of court that he should be either taken to court or be released on bail. But the federal government refused, neglected and denied to grant him his constitutionally guaranteed right. And then even when he was eventually taken to court, the same federal government, through the instrumentalities of coercion, sent the military to ransack his community and threaten his life. In the process, many people lost their lives. It is not hidden. And in the course of this struggle, Nnamdi Kanu has lost both parents. And even though not killed directly by the federal government, by the trauma of his ordeal may have led to the death of his parents. So? The trauma of his ordeal. He said so himself. I don't think so. He said so himself.
Right.
And a man was on bail, and then he was ready and was going to court. And all of a sudden, the soldiers swooped onto him. And then, of course, it was only a tree that will hear that it is about to be cut down and remain standing at that spot.
So it was right for him to jump there.
Every human being, every animal, not just a human being, that feels threatened by any way in any manner will likely shift ground. So if Nigeria begin to look at the narrative of jumping bail, that would be unfair to Nnamdi Kanu. The narrative is that, yes, very unfair.
Why
the
so?
narrative is that his life was threatened, obviously threatened, and he had to run away, which is a national stimulus of every human being and of every animal. Even if you have a goat at your backyard and you approach the goat with food in one hand and with stick on the other hand, because you get your food.
Don't you think that while he was in custody, his life could also have been threatened if that is what government was trying to do?
Why did you not ask the soldiers what they went to do in his house?
Right.
That should be the right question. What did the soldiers go to do in his house? In the process, people lost their lives. What did they go there to do? At that point, what did he do? Even if he had committed any offense in the eye of the law, or
right,
in the opinion of the government, what did the soldiers go to Nnamdi Kanu's house to do?
Wasn't he being investigated
when he was enjoying the bail granted him by the court after 2 years of unlawful incarceration? These are the critical questions, because I like to analyze issues based on cause and effect.
Right.
What was the cause and what happened to be the effect? The cause is that federal government acted very unlawfully. The cause is that the soldiers went to his house unlawfully. The cause is that his life was threatened. And the effect is that he had to run away, which is the natural stimulus of every animal, not just every individual.
Let's get Jide Ologun's reaction to the statement that you have made. He said government acted unlawfully, and it was the effect of that made Nnamdi Kanu jump bail.
Nnamdi Kanu himself mentioned the fact that he could have been killed with the others who were killed in his residence when the military came invading. And that's maybe a valid argument. But the issue now is that he has been rearrested. He was going through trial. And if you look at the Constitution of Nigeria, Section 36 of Section 5 in particular, 1999 as amended, he's entitled to what we call presumption of innocence. There are allegations against him of instigating terrorism, different charges. And unless these allegations are proved beyond all reasonable doubts in the criminal justice value chain, he may not be convicted. So it's now for the government. But my concern really and my fear is that with recent developments in the country, for example, the high level of insecurity, wanton destructions in the southeastern part of the country, that he is allegedly instigating even from abroad, it may be a tough one. But, my concern goes beyond this rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu. What are the issues in the country? Nnamdi Kanu himself was born, I think, September 25, 1967. And that was when the Civil War started. It lasted for about 3 years, claiming millions of lives in Nigeria. And the issues that prompted this, we are yet to resolve in Nigeria. And like the Northern Coalition Group is saying, that this Nnamdi Kanu issue may not disappear with the rearrest. Can we look in the direction of referendum? And right now in the country, it's not just about Biafra. Other regions of the country are agitating. And what are these agitations focusing on? The engagement of the commonwealth of this country for the common good of this country. And unless we address this, we'll be arresting and rearresting and, stampeding. That's on one side. On the other side, I think this has punctuate, or rather confirmed the capacity we talk about of the government to act if they want to act. I have mentioned it when it was time to get Nnamdi Kanu to proscribe Ipob, they acted. When it was time to get him, to make him run away, they acted. Can we, divert the same attention to the bandits, the unknown gunmen, and solve the crisis in this land? And finally, I want to advise this morning that the government should please look in the direction of public relations. The definition of public relations means that, a planned, deliberate, and sustained effort to create and sustain mutual understanding between an organization or a country and the public. So can we come together as a nation, address our issues, rather than all these confrontations that are keeping us in poverty and not allowing us to register our presence in the polity of developed countries?
Right, that's something he mentioned that I'd like for you to react to. He said that the agitations, though Nnamdi Kanu may have been rearrested, but that the issues and the agitations, what he's championing, may not go to rest. And the question on the minds of a lot of people is, with the agitations we have seen in the Southeast, would his rearrest actually fuel what we have been seeing in the Southeast?
Well, his rearrest will not just fuel it. What will fuel more agitation is if he's not given fair trial. If the people perceive persecution instead of diligent, lawful prosecution and fair trial, then there will likely to be some backlash. My brother and friend Jide mentioned the issue of referendum. And the question is, why is Nigeria of today shying away from that much needed referendum? On 11th February 1961, there was a referendum to determine the life of the British Cameroon. And in that referendum, the northern British Cameroon decided to go to Nigeria, and the southern British Cameroon decided to go to Cameroon. A lot of issues about religion and the rest played out. On 10th August 1963, Nigeria, this Nigeria that we have today, went into a referendum to determine the life of the old Midwestern region. And it was carved out from the then Western region through a referendum. In Catalan region of Spain, there was a referendum on whether they were going to remain or not. In Kurdish region of Turkey, of Iraq, there was a referendum. In Britain of late, there was a referendum whether they are going to remain with EU or whether they are going to go out of EU.
Absolutely.
So what the agitation that Nnamdi Kanu is championing is a civil agitation which the federal government has given the tent of criminality. It's embarrassing that government will do the normal Nigerian approach where a man and another man has issues with their land. They are tussling for land. The other man wants to bring in the police. He says there is a threat to his life, that he tried to kill him and all that. Meanwhile, none of those things existed. Otherwise, what has Nnamdi Kanu done as a person that will warrant the charges of treason, that will warrant the charges of money laundering, that will warrant the charges, those high-ranking charges, which, of course, government knows that they have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt.
Absolutely.
And it is the lack of that proof that has made government in the first instance to keep Nnamdi Kanu unlawfully in detention for 2 good years. You know what that means? And then even when he has now started going through his trial, government could not have the patience to wait for the law to take its course, and they stampeded him out of the country. who is now the culprit in the matter between Nnamdi Kanu and federal government. I mean, let's look at issues the way they are and not just being sentimental about, he's insulting anybody. When has insult become a crime?
Right.
It is a law of thought. It is a tortious offense of which, if you feel insulted, when America was going for election, somebody made an image of Donald Trump, a naked image of Donald Trump with a small ball, and kept it in a massive square. Did you not see it? How Donald Trump killed him? The problem we have today is that we are not operating democracy. What we have is a civilian rule managed by military hands. And those tenets of democracy are lacking in Nigeria. Otherwise, why would federal government be so sensuous about issues of criticism and about issues of civil agitation? What is wrong with that? If we go by way of referendum, if the same government is saying that Nnamdi Kanu has so many followers, does that not tell you something? If he is alone, would he have such followers? If the government now claims that the followers are essentially illiterate, conduct a referendum and say, let only those with school cert. Of course, you know that to be a president in Nigeria, you need only school certificate. Right. To be a senator, a governor, only school certificate. Conduct a referendum and place a benchmark that only those with school certificates would vote in that referendum, and let us see whether Nnamdi Kanu is alone or not. Okay. Government is shying away from the truth, and government is hiding from its shadows.
Now, let's get your reaction to this again, Jide, because he mentioned some things, talking about referendum and talking about fair trial and perhaps persecution, as he mentioned. And I'm wondering, in the context of fair trial, what will that be? In the context of persecution, what will that be? So perhaps you could just help us throw light to it before we come to the issue of why we are seemingly finding it difficult to have the referendum that he is, talking about.
Basically, the state will be prosecuting, and in the criminal justice value chain, you need thorough investigation, diligent prosecution, and a committed judiciary. But right now, there is a deep-rooted mutual distrust in the country. So you see people even looking at the tribe of the judge that is handling the case, the body language of the government, making different kinds of comments. But having said that, this same government promised towards 2015 election to shift the burden of proof from the state to the accused in criminal prosecution. That has not been done. And he has a team of lawyers who will defend him. Having said that, I have hinted that the present crisis in the southeastern parts of the country may be prompted like trying to call the cat a bad name to hang it. And again, I want to emphasize an issue that what we are experiencing today has a history. I doubt if any of the present leaders of Nigeria was there to sign the 1914 amalgamation. What led to the May 1953 Kanu riots are still the issues we are debating today. What led to the Civil War of 1970? There are issues we are debating. Now, let me connect this to even the present trajectory. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. Allegedly, he moved from Britain to Singapore and to Zurich, where he was allegedly rearrested and brought back to Nigeria. Now, Britain has exited Europe through Brexit by choice. They debated it. In fact, the prime minister then, because his position did not fly, resigned from office, all right, allowing the people to take a decision. Having said that, Singapore left Malaysia in 1965. And today, by virtue of resourceful leadership, is one of the best countries to live and work in the world. Is this relationship working? If we must remain united, can we have what is enshrined in Section 17 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, that says that a platform for our coexistence will be based on justice, fairness, and freedom? If we cannot guarantee this, and if again we want to even focus on the primary purpose of government as enshrined in Section 14 subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, that says that the security and the welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And people of Nigeria, citizens, can call for security, call for welfare, if they appear not to be enjoying it from the government that should be providing. So why don't we go back to the basics? Because the Chinese say that you cannot carve a rotten wood. It appears right now that the project Nigeria we are trying to present and project and protect may be a rotten wood. Can we have a wood that can be carved? Can we work together so that we can enjoy the blessings of this nation? Like I said earlier, how can we engage the commonwealth of Nigeria for the common good of Nigerians? And I think that is the concern we have now, not just in the southeastern part of the country. Now we have the southwestern people also. We now have the Amotekun everywhere, even in the north. I just mentioned it now. The Northern Coalition are the ones saying, this issue of Nnamdi Kanu will not go away. That can we have a referendum? And basically, democracy started in Athens in Greece. It is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You don't forcefully lead a people. And the essence of being a nation is to enjoy the fortunes of that nation. So I want the government to go beyond this and look at the big picture rather than dealing with symptoms. And having put all this together, we constitutionally is entitled to very, fair trial and diligent prosecution. And I have said it, that is if the trust capital is there for the government. And my big question this morning is that, looking at the antecedents we have experienced in Nigeria of late, is the trust capital there to assure us that there will be justice at the end of the day? That's the question I'll be throwing to you. Is the trust capital there to assure the people of a fair trial?
I want to be optimistic, except government doesn't want to be sensitive. I want to be optimistic that government should, I use the word government, yes, advisedly, because we know what we're talking about. That the government should ensure that Nnamdi Kanu gets fair trial. A leader of a movement that is idealistic, a movement that is based on consciousness and not on physical realm, right? A movement that is based and that is etched an opinion, a phenomenon that is etched in the mind and the psyche of the people. Anybody who is that leader must be handled very carefully. Nnamdi Kanu has said it, and we all say it, that he has lost virtually everything in this movement. Not just that he has lost his parents, he has no property anywhere, he has challenged anybody. If you see him own property anywhere in the world, you can go ahead and see that property. That this is a cause that he wants to fight for. And the people that he is fighting for feel he is doing it well. And they want to sustain the tempo. They want to sustain the agitation. Forget the fact that some elite want to play the ostrich. I can tell you for free, Veronica, that nobody is enjoying the level of injustice, massive inequity, level of unfairness that is going on in Nigeria, because such level of injustice, inequity, and unfairness has held Nigeria down, has not allowed the people to exhibit and fulfill their God-given potentials and talent, to the extent that even the huge resources that we have, both human and material, in this country are not adequately harnessed. Life in Nigeria has become Herculean, and nobody's enjoying it. The people are now saying, what is the way out? In every suggestion from both the elite, from the masses, from everybody, the solution is, let there be fairness and equity. Let us negotiate the basic essence of our existence. Because this was foisted on us. And as human beings, we should be able to determine. Two cannot work unless they agree. There is no agreement in Nigeria. Nigeria is cracking. So why don't we, as intelligent people that God has made us, come together and decide, how do we relate? The template is there. We've been talking about it. We say restructure Nigeria and allow everybody to unleash his or her energies. And or you, if you don't restructure Nigeria,
recall,
allow the country to grow on the paradigm of justice and equity.
But you will recall what the president's statement recently. He asked the question: "What is it? What is there to restructure? What is it?
What did he
that
see?
the people want restructure?"
What did he see?
And he also had said that the
Yes.
unity of Nigeria is not negotiable.
Look, Veronica, what did Mr. President see when he promised restructuring prior to 2015 election? Without that restructuring, do you think Nigerians would have elected him? Because he promised that. Nigerians elected him. So let him answer that question. What did he see then? And then what is he not seeing today? And who is telling Mr. President that restructuring is equal to disunity? It is even lack of restructuring that will fan the embers of disunity as it is fanning today, that will terminate the life of this country as it is threatening to terminate. And that is why Nigeria is on a precipice. So anybody who wants to be honest to himself should know that this agitation cannot just die. This call cannot just cease because, one, the trust capital in Nigeria has diminished so much across all nations that make up this country. In the early 60s, Chief Obafemi would describe Nigeria as a geographical expression. We expected that almost 50 years, more than 50 years down the line, that expression would have become a nation. But instead of doing that, Nigeria decays by the decade. Every succeeding decade is worse in terms of development, in terms of unity, in terms of everything. So why can't we arrest this continuous decay, this geometrical decay that we are seeing? Are we going to wait until the country implodes? That naturally religious people will say, God forbid. But God can only forbid when we, as Nigerians, forbid that Nigeria dies. If we don't, I can tell you that the trajectory we are taking, the direction we are going, does not ensure or guarantee the continued existence, success, and survival and development of this country. And the rest of the world must be interested in what is going on in Nigeria.
Right.
The news yesterday was that Ghana has launched a plant to build automobile. The big news in Nigeria yesterday was that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Can you see the difference?
Right. Now, he mentioned something.
It would still brought me back to the same thing. You know, they are telling the truth. It does not matter who is concerned. I wouldn't know the tribe that they are from. To be honest with you, I don't. I couldn't even get their names on the video. But that's not relevant. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the truth will always prevail. The truth will always come to light. Our peoples purposely will hide the truth. If a Fulani person has done what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done, our own people will sing the loudest. You know, their music will be very loud on praises. But because it's being done by our own child, the prophet is never honored in his own nation. Anyway, that is the truth. That's the way it's always said. When you are a prophet in your own village, their own village, Dibia, you know, because they know him and he said, Nnamdi Kanu. I've seen people at the beginning of this struggle. I have spoken to a few people who met me somewhere, and one was trying to tell me, you know, I'm from Afariku Ibeku. Nnamdi Kanu, look at his house, look at our house. I said, go and sit down. I hate stories like that. You're trying to overemphasize to make me understand that you know him. Probably don't even know him. You have just heard about him just the way I have. But because you are from Ibeku, doesn't necessarily make you a very special person. The truth is that you're only trying to condemn and condemn and condemn because what you don't understand. Our people should wake up. If you don't have anything to say good about what is going on about our brother, our son, our uncle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please shut up. Shut up and don't make a fool of yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. We should support our own. Which belongs to us. Just the same way that otherwise. Look at them, how long it took them to proscribe Boko Haram. They were even bold enough to tell that the attack on the Boko Haram is an attack on the North. Which Igbo man has ever said that attack on Nnamdi Kanu is an attack on the Igbo people? They will not say it. All they are saying, oh, he has stopped us from getting presidency of 2023. Now that he's out of the way, we're going to get our presidency. Well, I feel so sad. I feel very sorry for you guys. Not only sad, but I feel that you are, I don't know how to describe you guys, to be honest with you, but whatever happens, Chukwuokike is in control. We know that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be set free, and there is nothing is going to happen to him. We're going to sit to make sure that nothing happens to that man. I'll open up the line in a few minutes for you to make your calls, but I still want to remind you that there's a rally going on 23rd of July at the British Embassy here in New York. For those of you who are interested, I'm going to give out the information later on the program. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let me take another caller on private line of security. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazi.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Simon. I am calling from Maria, Spain. Finally getting you back on the line. It has been a while.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Fellow Biafrans, my name is Simon. I am calling from Maria, Spain. Simon is from Omaka Kishainalo. But I reside here in America. The Chukwuokike Abiyama bless every IPOB family member anywhere you are. Bless our able leader, wherever he may be. May those who plan, who think, who negotiate, anywhere contribute to destroy him. May Chukwuokike Abiyama destroy them. Immediately they think about it. Back to sender. May those who bless him be blessed. May those who curse him be cursed. May anything, any evil they plan against him enter into their mouth. He will come out alive and they come out with this victory. Mazi Peters, what is going on now is I've never seen it before in anywhere in the world where the old condemn the youth and even condemn their own. Mazi Peters, sometimes I ask, what is this old man collateral? Nothing. Only thing they have, they try to rubbish it, cast it, neglect us, call us name. I've been with some of them in some of their meetings. The way they talk about what our leader is doing, but that is their only collateral. Ask me what they did to him in Abuja when he ran to meet these evil people. When he ran alone, what did they do to him? Sometimes I'm ashamed of them. Not that, because like all these things they are calling our leader name is arrogant is this. This is what they were telling me when I was a small child, up to date. You can say I'm arrogant because I don't know how to see white to call it black. It's not in my gene. That is why my parents, my granddad, they think they will kill me earlier. But they told me after 20 years that nothing anybody can do to me if you remain the way you are. For 2013, the first man that told me to listen to somebody called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Radio Biafra told me that man, he talk like the way he talk. If I listen to our leader, I know he will come. The only thing we have, only man that has stood for us, that have rejected things the zoo can offer. 2015, I was somewhere in Biafra land, I met Joseph Carlon. They said, we are looking for money, we are doing this, we are doing that. So this is not what we are here for. That we are born to restore the dignity of mankind. We Biafra.
plight of the Ipob child. He doesn't support Nene, because that's the way it is. Our people are just so disappointing that they don't see that this is a child, this is somebody who has negated his life. Think about it. The other, and the man in the interview said something that was very important. Nnamdi Kanu said to them, if you see anywhere in the world where there is a property named after me, that I have property all over the world, please make it public, because he has nothing. He is somebody who has decided that Biafra is his biggest gift. Give him Biafra, which he even has told us several times. I am not going to be the leader in Biafra. Once Biafra is gotten, my job is done. I mean, what else? But all these selfish idiots, all they are thinking about is presidency of the zoo, which they will never get. You will never, ever get that. I can bet you anything. Take it to the bank. You are wasting your damn time. You cannot get it. You think you can ply on the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has brought us together, and now you want to come out and talk about presidency and using presidency as a bet. If you don't give us presidency of Nigeria, then we'll become Biafrans. You are a bunch of ballooners and idiots. I'm telling you the truth. I have a call on the principal officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I Peters. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, I Peters. Thank you for having me. And thank you for your dedication, and thank you for what you have been doing for Biafrans. The same Okike continues strengthening you, my brother. And I thank all the whole broadcaster on Radio Biafra. This is the time we need you people most, and you people have been doing us proud. We are happy to have all of you. Whenever you are broadcasting, we are enjoying it. More especially our brother, Hausa Service, Jonathan, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. We appreciate you also because you are hitting it hard. Thank you so much, my brother. Mazi, I just want to say something here. Allow me to appreciate our leader before I comment on your program today, Mazi. I would like to say Okike, the man who created heaven and earth. Let him continue protecting our leader, wherever he may be. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will live to see Biafra. I will lead us to Biafra land. May the days belong on this earth. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live IPOB. Long live United States of Biafra, and also long live ESN. Now, what I want to say here is about Mbaka. Mbaka have now shown us who he is. Mbaka, remain where you are right now. Continue doing the needful because we are doing it. We are proud of you right now. We see how you are doing, and you are doing very, very well. Remain strong, no shakeable. They ask you for 2 slots, and you have showed them, you have told them what you need for your own slot. Your slot, first slot you said is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said, Mbaka, Biafra stands strong with you, and God also stands strong with you. Continue, we'll get here. Now, there's one thing I want to say again. You commented here when you start your program. You says about somebody, they did not include what our leader said about Buhari. You see, and I saw this man, what is his name again? Is it Lai Mohammed? He said, Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom if he provide evidence that Buhari is dead. And I replied to him, I said, Nnamdi Kanu don't have anything to provide. If Buhari is alive, all Buhari to come out and says, I am this Buhari, you say I'm alive, that I'm dead. Is Buhari have to prove himself that he's alive? Not Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu don't have nothing to do here. If Buhari, you are defending is alive, let him come out and say I'm alive. So Nnamdi Kanu don't have any proof. When you're saying that Nnamdi Kanu have to prove that Buhari is alive to regain his freedom, you are the one that have to prove, Buhari have to prove himself that he's alive, not Nnamdi Kanu. So Nnamdi Kanu don't have anything to do here. He have said that Buhari is dead, and Buhari is dead. If he says it's not true, let Buhari come out and say, I am alive. And prove himself with any evidence that he's really Buhari, then we agree that he's alive. For now, Buhari is not alive. Mazi, thank you for having me. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. 646-920-4541. Like I said before, what I had said was that if they think that Buhari is alive. Not that Buhari is alive. They think that Nnamdi Kanu is lying. They should put it in his charge now. That's simple as that. It's scandal. The family can come in and say, you know what? He's telling you guys that our father is dead, so this is our father. He will come out to court and testify. So they are there to ask him questions to answer because they know what they are doing. They are beginning to, like I said before yesterday, I saw a video where Obasanjo was saying that somebody on the high end, somebody higher in power, somebody up there, asked him a question about Buhari being dead or being alive, and he said, "How Buhari go die? I will not know. I will not know. Is Buhari dead? And we will not know." He answered the question with a question. He could have just told him, "No, it's not true," but he never said that, so that nobody will put him out of context. Nobody will look at him and say, "This is what he said." All right, I have a call. Let me take this one and. Principal Officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Peters. Good afternoon from here, Mazi. My name is Desmond. I'm calling from Italy, Mazi.
There you go. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, I want to bring greetings to you, to Biafra IPOB family worldwide, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency. I salute you. Mazi, please, before I comment on your program this afternoon from here, let me quickly bring this to announcement to the awareness of our people, Biafrans in Italy. Please, we have to continue to support ESN. It's very, very important, especially at this critical moment. And if you're a Biafran, our well-wishers, and groups that are affiliated to Biafran in Italy, please, this number is from IPOB National Body, signed by the IPOB National Coordinator of Italy. Do call any of them to support ESN, please. It's very, very important at this critical time of our struggle. The first number is +39 35100 46055. I repeat, +39 35100 46055. This number is for IPOB National Coordinator in Italy. The second number is +39 3512 551274. I repeat, +39 3512 551274. This is for IPOB National PRO in Italy. This any of the number you call, you'll be directed on how to support ESN. The second one is our free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protest, which is coming up on the 26th of this July 2021 at the British Embassy in Rome, Italy. The address for British Embassy in Rome is Piazzale e Porta Pierre, Tracorso d'Italia e Via Ancona. Please, when you get to Termini or Tributina, just ask and you'll be directed. It's not very far from these stations, and we're also calling on our Reverend Fathers, our Reverend Sisters who are in Italy to please join us, because we'll be expecting to hear your voice and the world, to send message to the world on what is going on and the need for our freedom. The time is 9 o'clock in the morning and we end by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Please, we are calling on everybody, Biafrans in Italy, please, our Cameroon, our Dubla brethren, Ambassadorians who are in Italy, please, we are calling on everybody to join us that day on the 26th of this July 2021. That will be the day our leader is meant to appear in the Sukkot. Mazi, now let me also say something, because a lot of things are happening, but about what your topic are treating the plight of the Biafran child, right from inception, since after the war, we have been, even before the war, we have been subjugated to all forms of treatment in that place they call Nigeria. Our people prefer to run away from our home, from our lands, look for super elsewhere because we want to survive. And what baffles me is that some people have been talking about the elites in Biafra, in Igbo land, and these people are not forthcoming. So it's something that is difficult to comprehend or to reconcile, despite the subjugation, despite the killings, despite all what we are passing through. The so-called elites in Igbo land, none of them has found it very, very needful to stand on the side of their people. Despite even the yearning of the Biafran people is something that is we are really in a very serious and we are really in a mess. And I want to tell Biafrans that the only way we can solve this is standing up and standing by our leader Mazi and fight this fight. Fulani does not respect the rule of law, because the truth of the matter is that you cannot try somebody who how do you try a crime with a crime? Our leader is a British citizen, traveled with British passport to Kenya, and Fulani government and Kenya government extra rendition him after 8 days of torture. Remember, he was kept in a very dehumanizing condition, tortured for 8 days, then extra rendition him to Nigeria. You know, and now you are talking about trial. How I don't understand. How is this people? So our people must not listen to the Nigerian what they are promoting. You know, Nigeria has an international case to answer, and British, UK Parliament, and all international governing body must come, because this is a crime against humanity. It's not all about the man is black or is white. It doesn't matter. Because, you know, if you support the crime against a black man, it will still happen against a white man. You know, history has always made it like that. So the world must come out to condemn this crime against Nigeria. Maybe Nigeria might not be able to go to jail, but the world, through their embassies, through their ambassadors in Nigeria, must be sending a very, very clear message to Nigeria. Because that is why we are protesting. We have written letter, we submitted it to most countries, most embassies of the world. They have to act. Because you cannot be quiet and such crime is committed against us, and you think that it will go just like that. You cannot allow it to go. That is the truth. If at the end of this process, and we have only one option to take our destiny in our hands, of course, our destiny is only our, but then the world has to do what they have to do. Because if at the end, we are left with no other option than to go this thing in other way, then honestly, we are ready to do anything. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because the war, extraordinary rendition, is a crime against the world. So the world, even America, both UK, all of them must not keep quiet. They must speak out, because you cannot tell me that you don't tolerate these things when it comes to a white man. A lot of people that these crimes have been committed against, you supported them, they were freed, and that country that committed that crime was penalized. So why are they wasting time, especially the UK Parliament, in demanding for the release of Nnamdi? Why? Why are they wasting time?
All right.
Well, we are only doing things because we want to show the world that we are civilized and we are able to take care of ourselves in a country called Biafra.
Thank you.
But they must not take us for granted. Thank you very much, Mazi, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. There's an issue that I need to address this morning, but first of all, let me read out this. It's a press release by our IPOB press release on the, that was yesterday, 12th. Yes, today is the 13th, so yesterday was 12th. He said Simon Ekpa appointed one of the broadcasters on Radio Biafra, not interim leader, IPOB. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by our indomitable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to confirm the directive of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazi Simon Ekpa, an illustrious son of Biafra, be included among the broadcasters on the Radio Biafra platform. We therefore wish to also debunk the fake information and falsehood making rounds that Mazi Simon Ekpa had been appointed to take over Radio Biafra on the interim leader of IPOB. This deliberate misrepresentation of facts. Oh boy, somebody's just trying to block me. I'm trying to read something here, and it's on the same phone. All right, let me keep reading. Mazi is only one of the many broadcasters on Radio Biafra whose immense contributions to the struggle are recognized. Nobody has been appointed to take over from our leader because he will soon be out to continue with the liberation movement. We want to reiterate that IPOB is united, formidable, and well-structured. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I just said it. Oh, boy. We know that the confusionists and the enemies of our struggle are looking for an opportunity to instigate defections and create crisis in IPOB, especially now that our leader is in detention. But their plan is dead on arrival. We therefore wish to urge the wonderful IPOB family worldwide, as well as the general public, to disregard any other information to the contrary. Importantly, too, any information purportedly coming from IPOB that does not pass through the normal channel of information dissemination should be disregarded. While various contributions of members of IPOB and other Biafrans towards our liberation at this critical moment is of struggle and appreciated, we wish to make it clear that responsibilities are given to people solely for the service of the Biafran people. Biafrans should be rest assured that the leadership of the movement put together by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will not allow anyone to sow seeds of confusion in the minds of our people. Biafrans must be alert because the enemy is trying to play the same card they played in 2015 when Onyendu was in the custody of the Nigerian government. The IPOB worldwide family defeated them then, and we shall also defeat them together with their co-travelers this time around. We urge all Biafrans to continue to maintain resolute discipline and remain resolute in our march towards the restoration of our nation, Biafra. The night is far spent and the morning is almost here. We are ready at the threshold of our independence. We can't be distracted and cannot lose focus on this command. Signed by Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Yes, I am drawn to this because somebody is so not very happy the way I interrupted people talking about this issue and calling names. Yes, I will do it again and again and again and again. Because you know why? You don't go outside and carry a dirt. You go fool yourself outside, mess your body up, then come into a clean house and you want to spread your dirt in the clean house. No. We know what we are doing. We have said it over and over and over. All these clips that people send around, that's all over the place, meetings, go to meetings and come out, and I know I'm aware of them. But you know something, I go there, whatever I assume or whatever I gather from sources, it becomes my personal consumption. I don't bring it to Radio Biafra. Because bad publicity is publicity. Bad publicity is publicity. I said bad publicity is publicity. There are people who are intelligent enough to know when to keep silent. Because when you start talking about something, even if it is a lie, you are spreading it. I've had people. I have people that have blocked in my system. Why? Because they are distributors of bad news. They are not the creators of bad news, but they are the distributors of bad news. They don't create it, but somebody creates it and pushes it to them. They had to spread it. Case in question, I remember when Fela was alive, he sang a song which he personally called Olusegun Obasanjo, called the Abiola International Thief and all the rest of them. Those people didn't do anything. You know what they did? They just kept quiet. They just kept quiet because they know that going to take him to court, they would have to blow some. Obasanjo knows how to play that game. He just be quiet. He arrested our leader the first time he came and saw him. After 2 weeks, he said, let this man go. You put him in trouble. I don't want him kept. That's how people should. People who are reasonable. You go to your meetings, you come out of your meetings. So whatever they discuss there, you know in your consciousness that these people they don't mean well for you. If maybe on private conversation we are talking and you tell me about it, it's for my personal consumption. But when you come to the air, when you come to Radio Biafra, I won't let you say it. Because bad publicity is publicity. You are helping to spread a bad lie. Something you know that is the truth. It's a lie. Then you bring it to the public radio. Come on, guys. We're here to work. I'm very conscious. Like I said before, all those clips that you people see, I see them. But I don't bring them to the radio. No. But because bad publicity is publicity. It's been cleared. Like when this story of Simon came up, on this very platform, I said, why are you spreading all this news? He's coming to broadcast on Radio Biafra. So, big deal. You get a slot like everybody else and broadcast. We're off on one boat. Football Buanincha. Mazi knows what he's talking. Our leader says, okay, this is a good broadcaster. I want him on Radio Biafra. Then all of a sudden, all of you are wanting, you want to hear good news. The IPOB now, they have a new leader. And you are part of it. You are listening to this garbage. Even if you try to correct them there, that's okay. That's cool with you. You can argue with them in the meeting that you are. You talk about it there and let it end there. Don't bring it to my radio station, especially on my platform. No, I won't let it happen. Because I know that bad publicity is publicity, no matter what you do, no matter how you put it. We say it in Igbo language. Then it's not the person that said it originally. That's the way it is. So when we have to know where we are going, we're heading to, and we're going to get there, regardless of what anybody says and nobody does. I have a call. Let me take this one. This person has been persistent. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, I'm your brother Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria.
Oh, welcome.
Mazi, thank you so much for picking my call, man. Elohim Chukwukabiyama bless you.
Bless you.
And bless your household. It is not easy coming out every day. Keep on fighting. For us, Mazi, really, we don't know what we used to pay you for all this hard work we are doing. But it is because of the love of your people. This is why we keep on preaching this gospel. Keep on shouting that our people will understand the situation we find ourselves. Before I proceed, I want to ask Elohim Chukwukabiyama to keep on guiding our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is in that dungeon of animal kingdom called Nigeria. May Elohim begin to continue to guide and protect him, guide him, put his enemy into confusion. Any evil plan against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall fall upon those that are planning it, because he's a good man. He has done no evil. All this man is acting is for good of his own people. So for that reason, Chukwukabiyama will not let him down. He will be alive to see Biafra and celebrate because he has suffered enough. Mazi, it's your brother Mazi Akas. I want to please use the opportunity to announce our protest here in Austria. It's going to take place on this month, 15th of this month, and 26th of this month. The first one that is going to take place on Thursday, which is 15th, is going to be in Vienna. We ask all our brothers and sisters here in Austria, most especially Ipobians here in Austria. We've been asking everybody, please take free from your working place so that you will make sure you'll be there on that day. On 15th, which is on 14th, we are going to meet in Kenya Embassy, and from there also we are moving to UN Embassy. Both of them is not that too far. Please come one, come all of us of freedom. We are inviting also our Dudua brothers that are living here in Austria, please, and also our Bosnian brothers, join us as we march to ask Kenya Embassy what did our leader did to him. They have to carry extraordinary rendition on him, because this man have done no evil. He has never ever done anything that no man has ever done before. Mandela did it. Nnamdi Azikiwe did it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be different. And also on 26th, to also please marching again in Vienna, all roads lead to Vienna. That is going to take place in British Embassy and also in Nigeria Zoo Embassy. Both of them also is not too far from each other. Please, we ask everybody to come out. Those that are saying Nnamdi Kanu is my lover, Nnamdi Kanu is my this, Nnamdi Kanu, I will die for him. The time has come for you to come and show solidarity, for you to come and show that love you have for him, because we can never allow this evil plan from Kenya and Nigeria to come to pass, because we cannot understand why this stupid Nigerian government, who cannot be able to arrest Mieti Allah, who cannot be able to destroy the camps of Boko Haram, Iswab, killing people in that country, all they focus in a man who said, give me a referendum, that the suffering of my people in this place that cannot continue. We are in a country whereby we have no future. It's either you run away from Nigeria for survival. Even if you are there, they will kill your career, because if you grow up, they will kill you. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. And people, some stupid people are calling him bad names. And I said, anybody who have stand up to call any bad name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I said, may Fulani herdsmen, even as they are still killing up to this time, may Fulani herdsmen visit that person and his household. Because this man is not even fighting only for Biafra, he's fighting for Duduwas, he's fighting even for Hausa people, for Middle Belt people. All he wants is the freedom of the indigenous people. That people can begin to reason again like human beings, because Nigerians have caged people that even some of them cannot reason anymore. If not Radio Biafra, some of us, our brain has been blocked for a very long time. We cannot reason. It's only this radio. As you people that are anchoring this radio keep on shouting every day, educating us, making us to reason like a human being once again. This is why today we can be able to see something and be able to verify it, to think, to reason. Nigeria have destroyed souls. Nigeria have destroyed destiny. Most especially we Biafrans, we suffer in Nigeria as if we have gone home. All the mineral resources we have, we cannot be able to enjoy it. None of us can be proud enough that since we were born and grow up to this age, that we've ever seen what is called oil. This oil they are talking about, we've not even seen surplus of near the pipeline.
Thank you.
And how long can we keep on putting our hands to watch our life if we don't do anything concerning this our plight in this zoological republic? Our generation will suffer. Our unborn children will suffer. And we cannot allow that to happen, because all of us have given birth to children all over the world.
Yes.
What of if these children don't have a place of their own? If something happens to us, what is going to be the future of our own children? That means they don't have a place to call their own. They cannot stand up tomorrow and say, I have a home, let me go back where I come from. This is what we are fighting for.
Thank you. There we
Stand up to the people to do the needful now. Or else, all of us will find ourselves in a very hot soup. Some of the time people are taking my call, and please, we keep begging all of our brothers here, please, all roads lead to Vienna on 15th and also on 26th. As you come, may Elohim to bless you. And I want to use this medium also to thank my national coordinator, Mazi Onwumere, and also his deputy Mazi Nweke, and all national coordinators that are fighting very hard here in Austria for our freedom. May Elohim to bless all of you. Mazi, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, thank you. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have a call. Let me take another one. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Are you there? All right, the caller has dropped. I'm sorry. I told you when you want to call, just wait until the other person is done. Otherwise, your call will not go through. All right, so we're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, +1 929-406-9953. I'm also on Signal. The signal calls are more efficient. They come in very easily. So most of you will have to try that and see whether it works out for you. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have a call. Let's see. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Hello. Mazi Peters. Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. You're on air, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm a native of Isiago, Biafra land. I greet you once more, Mazi Peters, for your effort on this journey. It is not easy regarding the age. I greet my leader, our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, for a time like this. Yes. Let me start from the clip played. Singapore and Malaysia is once a country, but because they have people who have sense of reason, they understand the importance of development and freedom. They divide. Today, Singapore passport is very expensive, even more than American passport. Malaysia is the other way. They are developing as a country. That is how you understand where a country, human beings are living. That is number one. British exists from European Union. They know the importance of what they did as a referendum. The same thing goes to other wars. But in Nigeria, starting from the beginning, Lugard said, Nigeria is oil and water that can never mix together. They created Nigeria to test for 100 years, which expired about 4 or 5 years ago. Instead, these people will go down and see that the oil and water can never mix together. And they go to a referendum and solve this problem. Because of the intimidation of Fulanese and the corruption of Fulanese government. Because when you are talking about government, Nigeria government, you are wasting of your time. What we have is Fulani government. Whatever they want to do is what they will do. They don't care whether you are living or you are dying. Anybody talking restructure in Nigeria is deceiving himself for the second time. Sometimes I try to remember the tape you played some time ago, where the Hausa union or whatever, they say they submitted a document to the government to go ahead and process referendum for Nigeria, which is the only way out. Any other person saying any other thing different is just deceiving himself. Nigeria can never make any progress. The man that talked in that tape said, all the years Nigeria has been exist, nothing is working How much was the Naira 2015? And how much Naira is today? How much money they borrowed 2015? How many trillion today? How can these people reason and think that Nnamdi Kanu is a savior to all ethnic groups in Nigeria? That the only thing Nigeria will do is referendum, so that they will move forward like other countries of the world. Any other thing less than that is a deceit and the wasting of time. Fulani have completely destroyed Nigeria. The worst of the whole thing is that all the atrocities that Fulani created in Nigeria, they are not saying it on their radio, on the newspaper. What they are more interested is Nnamdi Kanu Ipob, who come to save them from the bondage of slavery. Again, Igbo people don't know the meaning of Nnamdi Kanu. I mean Igbo Nigeria. Some of us. I'm an elder man. I know history about Nigeria. I can say it to elect. The only elders that is claiming that they were insulted by Nnamdi Kanu are foolish elders. And the Fulani knows them as foolish elders. They see them as dogs. Dogs that have no sense. They play them like a football because they see them as useless leaders. What makes a man to be a leader is how you speak, how you act, how you lay your life for your people who you are leading. That is what makes you to be a leader.
Thank you.
Nothing makes you to be a leader than how you act and how you speak as our leader. We have no leader in Igbo land except Nnamdi Kanu and all the original human being that reason as a human being.
Thank you, sir.
Everything about Nigeria is fun and fair. Let me stop here so far. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. I still want to remind you there's a rally coming up on Free Biafra, Free Nnamdi Kanu. Date is Friday, 23rd day of July, 2021. The time will be 11 a.m. in the morning to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. The venue for this rally is at 885 2nd Avenue. 885 2nd Avenue, New York, New York. It's in New York. This rally is going to be in New York, in front of the British Embassy, the British Consulate, not the Embassy, Consulate. It's in New York. The address is 885 2nd Avenue, New York, New York. Later on the program, I'm going to find out what train that goes there in case of most of you that want to go by train or by bus or whatever way you want to get there. But bear in mind that the date is July 23rd, 2021. The time will be 11 a.m. in the morning to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. You're all welcome there, that rally. I'll be there myself. I'll try to be there. All right, this is taking a call on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, my name is Paul, calling from Gabon.
There we go.
Yeah, Mazi, I'm very, very happy this afternoon for the job you are doing for the Biafrans around the world. I want to tell you Biafrans this afternoon that they must do the needful to make sure that our leader is released. We don't want to wait until something happened to our leader, because our leader said, he made it very clear that anytime we understand that he was arrested by the zoo, we must bring the zoo down. So now we are doing it smoothly, peacefully, for the world to see that we are peaceful people. So okay, so now they must understand that we are peaceful. So now we are telling them to make sure that they release our leader for us. All the whole bandits in the north, they are doing their own perfectly, and they are seeing it. They are not doing anything. They are going around molesting IPOB, molesting our leader Mazi Nnamdi for us to allow them to Islamize all the whole Nigeria. We want to let them to understand that we IPOB, we Biafrans, cannot allow it to happen. They can Islamize all the whole West Africa, but Biafra land must be free. It must be free. We don't want to continue staying in that circumstance. And the problem we have in our list is the political elites we have in the eastern region. And all those call themselves for Hanese and the elders, they are the problem we have. So we know them, but we want to tell them that they are there, are numbers. So if they feel that our leader will not come out from that dungeon, our leader will come out and they will see the rock of IPOB, because we are not going to allow anything to happen to our leader. So Mazi, I'm very, very happy for, yes, all IPOB must stand up, rise up, anywhere you are. We need to shake the world to make sure that our leader is released.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mazi.
All right. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Akitas. I'm still talking about the rally. Don't forget, it's coming up on January. What am I talking about? Friday to the 3rd day of July 2021. It's 11 a.m. in the morning to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Call out on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes. Hi, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hi, it's raining heavily here, but I must continue. I think that Biafra told you about the world, you don't go to gather my dry meal. All our life, I will have Biafra. All you can do about my that. All for the family, you can embrace service. I give you a maca, or the Ayah, Biafra. My dad, so something like the son of Koya. We are fighting for our survival, and we all know it was an apology. Our leader, Biafra, to go to cattle and use our leader to set us. Nobody will free our leader from the hands of the Taliban. We are the 21st government of the world. And they are therefore, Biafra, anywhere you are, just to make sure that every word that Mazi can do themselves, you keep to see. Mazi can do them out of a load of that. Always tickets at the fall. Let all the whole government of Biafra not hear it. Let your body hear it. The tickets at the fall.
Thank you.
To go to Canada. God. And our leader has been destined to return the ancient land back to win. We this present election of Biafra. And if the world says fight, we will fight this. This is 26. If Nigeria says that day, Obasanjo, their heads will go down. All the whole leaders, all the stakeholders in Nigeria, all the governors, their heads will go down. All the religious leaders. I pray for Romans chapter 1. We are coming back to worship our God, the most high creator, still who spoke in Biafra. Kanu,
Thank you, sir. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still keeping on the rally. We have many more calls coming in. Anybody who calls, but please just be as brief as you can, because there are other people that are struggling to get online. And we have to give everybody a chance to try to see if they can come in and speak for a few minutes. And if you stay on the line and you don't want to go away on the line, that's not very good. All right, I have a call coming in on principal officer's line. On straight line. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mazi. How are you, sir?
Oh, fine, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear your voice this morning, and I appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you for calling me back. I really appreciate it. I want to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, for what he's doing and for how far we've gone. He has educated us, and we're praying for him. And I pray that by very soon, very, very soon, he's going to be out and we're going to celebrate him and celebrate Chukwokika Biama in the land of the living. He shall live and he shall come out victoriously. His name indicates, my Redeemer liveth, and my Redeemer, or his Redeemer, will continue to live in him and prove himself God in this situation. I also want to thank you, Mazi Alozie, Mazi Jonathan Shinedu, Mazi Ikechukwu Onoha, and every one of our brothers and sisters broadcasting in the media to educate us. We appreciate, to say thank you. Chukwokika Biama, bless you all. Bless our ESN, and I encourage all our brothers and sisters to please support ESN, regardless of what we're going through. Support ESN. They are our gallant warriors. We cannot do without them. Please support ESN. As this morning, I just want to announce our free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protest coming up in July 14 here in Houston at the British Embassy. I also want to announce also for the Dallas unit, they'll be having their own protest same day, July 14, and also July 16. Time is 11 a.m. and the venue for the Dallas rally is Dow Convention Center. Boys, I want to plead to everybody, all Biafrans, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafrans, formidable Kanulites, everybody, Amazonia, Oduduwa, African Americans, white, black, any color you are, please, join this wonderful, groundbreaking rally on July 14 at 11 o'clock here in Houston, and at the same time in Dallas. And Dallas is having theirs also on the 26th. Again, the venue for Dallas rally is Dow Convention Center, and the date is 14 and also 26. Time is 11 a.m. And here in Houston, it's going to be tomorrow for us. It's July 14. Date is tomorrow, July 14th. Venue is the British Embassy, and time is 11 o'clock a.m. Everybody should be there. Let's hear it. There, woman, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. And Chukwokika Biama strengthen you, our formidable veteran. Chukwokika, God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, that's for tomorrow. I'm gonna be there, Houston, Texas. They're hearing it on British Embassy tomorrow, so you're all welcome to be there. Not just Biafrans alone, but Brazilians. So what I'm going to start to be doing from now on, because it looks like some people occupy the line and they don't allow us to come in. So some calls that are very close by, I think I'll persistently probably try to call the person back and see if he's going to be able to pick up. All right. I have this one coming.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I salute you for all the good job that you're doing for us. And then I pray for our leader, I know, and I pray that he will be set free soon. I pray for our gallant heroes, those on the ground, and for the soul of the men of valor.
Yeah, you forgot to tell us your name. Tell us who you are.
My name is Mazi Nnamdi. I am calling from Atlanta, Georgia. I am from Amuri Omanze, it's a local government area of Imo State, Olo province, precisely. I'm calling to announce our rally scheduled this Friday, 16th of July, at British Consulate in downtown Atlanta. The address is 133 Peach as in orange, as in fruit. Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia. The time is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have already secured our permit. In a civilized world, you have to escort or they give us whatever it is, as long as it is peaceful, which we're always peaceful. But over there in Nigeria, they kill peaceful protesters. So if you want to reach us, the number to reach us is number 1-678-549-0641. I repeat, 678-549-0641. Or reach us at 415-231-8149 or 404-781-8274. We are calling on every Biafran from Old Eastern Region, Panon. We are calling all the people. We are calling our people. We are calling all our friends and well-wishers, the Amazonians, the Otuduwas, friends and lovers of freedom, even the cynics of Biafra, the sympathizers. If you like what is going on, or if you don't like what is going on in Nigeria as it's constituted, then if you are a victim of NSAS, this is the time to rally around, join the train, join us on the 16th of July, this Friday, at 10 a.m. at British Consulate here in Atlanta. Again, the address is 133 Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm also telling just to remind our people that after this one today, if you can't make it on Friday, we are also planning for another rally either on the eve of our leaders' trial or on that particular day of the trial. So, people, if you think this is a short notice, so if you hear this, please get prepared. You have time now to get time off. Prepare yourself to come for the upcoming one. We will announce it. The reason why I can't announce it now because we are still working on this permit for that day. So we will definitely get you updated between now and next week. We will also come out to announce that. Secondly, we're also encouraging our people to please, money is involved in this effort. We need to support ESN. Now that we are going through trial, the lawyers are going to be taken care of. There are bills involved and other things. So please, if you are around Metro Atlanta area or beyond, this is the time to rally around to free our leader, Onyendu. Onyendu is a freedom fighter. Onyendu is not a terrorist. Majority of IPOB here in the United States and across the globe are legal citizens of that country. You cannot be a terrorist and you are working in a country. You are in all different capacities. In America here in America, they cannot even hire you if you're a felon in this country, talk less of a terrorist. So let them keep on accusing us or calling us a terrorist. That's a shame. But anyway, I am going to stop here, and then I appreciate all the effort. God bless you. God bless IPOB members all over the world, principal servants.
All right. I will also encourage you guys to call in and make this announcement. I've taken down your numbers. Anytime you call in for this announcement, I'll let you in immediately. I wouldn't want to keep you up. So call us if you have announcements, a very important announcement to do about rallies. That, like I said before, if you call, you don't walk through, just stay quietly. I'm going to call you back for you to make the announcement because we need these announcements on the air. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My number here is 646-920-4541, 845-344-7529. 7984. Like I said before, I've taken down numbers, and these numbers are people that are coming to make announcements in regards to the rallies that we're holding, which is very, very important. It's part of what we are doing. We have to make sure that we tell the world that our leader is incarcerated, and we tell them how they were picked up and how he was picked up. I'm sorry. The countries that take part in this is very shameful and disgraceful. Our leader is an international person. He's not a terrorist. Somebody one day asked me, Trump, what has he done for you? And I said, listen to me. Let me be honest with you. When they declared it, they went to only in the zoo court, only in Abuja actually is the IPOB terrorist organization. Abuja. You don't even talk about terrorism, call them terrorists in Port Harcourt, call them terrorists in Onitsha. No. It's only in Abuja within that court premises that these idiots went in there, forged papers, threw it in, and a stupid judge, somebody who has gone to school and called himself a judge, will sit down there and okay it. It's only there. As soon as it happened, the first government, the United States, said, no, they are not terrorists. They are not terrorists. That is why I am here today. That is why I'm broadcasting live on Radio Biafra. That is why I can have an account as IPOB. That is why I can move around the street and hold my placard and raise my head high. Because they know we are not terrorists. We are just freedom fighters. And they can do what they want. They can say whatever they want. It's not going to help them either way. It's only them within Abuja that we are terrorists. Outside Abuja, across Abuja, we are nothing. We are just freedom fighters. Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi. Good morning. Good morning, Mazi. My name is Mazi, my man, Ogo Onyejaka. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States of America. Mazi, I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I'm from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Teja of Mazi. I thank you for all the good job you do for Biafra. I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, Mazi, please, I want to use this opportunity again to remind the youth of Biafra, the youth of the people, the youth of the Middle Belt, all the youth in that contraction called Nigeria. I mean the indigenous youth that we are born in that country. I want to remind them again the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. Nnamdi Kanu is not locked up because Nnamdi Kanu committed any crime. Nnamdi Kanu is not locked up because Nnamdi Kanu looted any treasure of the government. Nnamdi Kanu is not locked up because Nnamdi Kanu is doing a business that he wants to just enrich himself. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for your freedom. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting your freedom. This is the reason why he is locked up. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because you do not have electricity. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because you don't have a good road. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because you are unemployed. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because you are intimidated by the police and the army, the people who are supposed to protect you. These are the people that are killing you. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because your treasurer has been looted by the primitive politicians. That is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up because Nnamdi Kanu wants good thing for you. Nnamdi Kanu wanted your country to function like every other country that is created in this world. Nnamdi Kanu wants you to have a good life. This is the reason why he is locked up. So, if Nnamdi Kanu is locked up, that means that all of you are locked up. The politician can play any game they want. They can play the game and tell you, oh, that Nnamdi Kanu did this. And they tell you exactly what Nnamdi Kanu did. What is the crime of Nnamdi Kanu? That is what you have to ask them. Ask them, what is it that the crime that Nnamdi Kanu committed? So I am calling upon you. You are the youth that have found yourself in that country. Since you were born, you've never seen any electricity. Since you were born, there has never been any good thing that has come out of Nigeria. Since you are born, there is nothing that you can show off for. I am telling you that the reason why when you go to university is when you come out, you're going to get a good job, you have a good job, you live a good life, and you get married and you have children, and you take care of your elderly mothers and elderly parents. But now, where is the job? There is no job. You go to the middle belt, let me tell you, you are in the middle belt, and then you are still talking about one Nigeria. And these criminals are still criminals in the north. These concocted criminals, these primitive, criminals who are looting what they cannot, spend. They are telling you, we are the Northern Forum. We are one North. Are you not in the north? The county as a northerner. You are in the Kaduna, that is a southern Kaduna, the country as a northerner. But why is it that you are living in the refugee camp? Where are your mother and your father? Why is it that you've been uprooted from your homes? You, all of you, I'm asking you. And you uprooted. When was the last time you went to your home? Then they said that when you go to the refugee camp, there are more than 1 million people that are in the refugee camp. They are having children, they are being sexually abused, they are being manipulated and everything, sleeping on the street. And then you call yourself a nothing. And then they are using it to brainwash you. You are from Bruno. Your children have been kidnapped. The people in the school, there is no school anymore. All of you that are in university, you are not going to school again because you are fear of being kidnapped and then they will put a bounty on your head. That is what I'm asking you. I want to open your eyes, shine your eye, to know who is working for you. Is it the criminal people that are working for you that have been looting this country for more than 60 years? Is it them? The people that have been everything, the Fulanis, open up the border and brought the Fulanis that are from the West Africa to come and occupy your father's land in the north, and then you are still hoping and thinking that Nigeria is yours. When they open up the border, they brought the Fulanis. All those people all those places that have uprooted you and put you in the refugee camp, who are the people occupying it? Which is the Fulanis. Then they call you the north. So I am calling upon you. You are the north. You are the youth. You're supposed to know better. You're supposed to know that the people who have hijacked your destiny, people that can never, you might go to church, you might pray whatever you want to pray. But believe me, the people who are killing you are within you. And these are these Fulanis and these old politicians. They are few in number. I am telling you, these people, when you count them, both PDP and APC and whatever, they are not even up to 1,000 because they have access to the media, they have access to the internet, they have access to come and tell you what you want to hear, and then they are there imposing it on you. This is the reason why even all the senators and all of them, what are doing that they are fighting for themselves and they are enriching themselves. But I know their children are doing good. They are abroad, they are overseas. They are telling them so that they can come and take over from them. And this is what they are recycling themselves. Right from after the war, they have been recycling themselves and they've been doing the same thing and the same thing. But this is the end of the day for them. We can never let it be. Either we live and then live like human beings, or all of us will die. So I want you to get prepared for 26. Get prepared. You are the youth in Oduduwa youth. You are Middle Belt youth. You are Biafra youth. You are the youth from Southern Kaduna. You are the youth from Bruno. And then you have seen what have gone on with your father, your mother, and everything that you have. You don't have anything to live for again. Get up and then the 6th of July, we're going to see them. And that is the thing. Either the release Nnamdi Kanu or everything will be destroyed. I am calling upon you. Thank you, man. God bless you. And then please do some donation to the ESN. Go to our website, www.ipusa.org/donate. Mazi, thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. Let me see. We have a little more time to take a few more calls before we call it a day. But if you have announcements to make in reference to our protests, please come over to radio. We are also here to take your call anytime you think you're ready to do anything to talk about it. You are very welcome to call. But what I'm going to do, like I promised you, is that anytime you call in and you're not able to get through, all we need you to do is stay tuned, because we might be able to call you and then put you online, because a lot of people, for them, calling the radio is like a struggle, and you struggle to get through, but you don't. And people that are getting through, they stay there too long. So when you lose your patience, you run away, you stop calling. But I'm going to do you that favor this time. What I'm going to do around is, when I see that somebody has called over and over repeatedly, and any given opportunity, I will squeeze you in to say what you really want to say. In that way, we'll receive many more calls, because there are people out here, I don't know how they do it. They are so great in what they do. They know how to quickly pick up, and then but unfortunately, some of us don't know that. Caller on the principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mazi. My name is Chinwaku Eze, and I'm calling from the city of Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
Mazi, I thank you for your time, for your talent, and for your treasure, for what you are doing for the people of Biafra. And I thank our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the call, the answer to liberate our people. I thank all Biafrans who are working out seriously to ensure that Biafra comes. May Chukwuka Biama crown all our effort with success. Mazi, this morning I just want to say some things with few words. And I want to start by saying that, just to re-emphasize on what you said, bad publicity is publicity. Our people who are on the media, I want to tell you something. The best way to sell a brand unknowingly is to demarket that brand. I repeat, the best way to sell a brand unknowingly is to demarket that brand. Some of our people see some speculation that are concocted by people who are not IPOB members. And in an effort to debunk them, we help them to spread those false rumors. That's right. We help them to spread forth the bad news that they want to get around the whole world at our detriment. Now, you see somebody in the social media who is gloating over the arrest of our leader. And you share this news and you add a caption, look at what this Efulefu is saying. Unknowingly to you, that person ended up achieving the attention of everybody on your friend list. That's right. What did you do? You just help that person to market that bad news that he or she is selling. We must be very, very careful. There are strategies that you can employ in social media. One of them is, if you see anybody that is speculating bad news or fake news, just go to the comment section and write fake news and leave there. You don't have to share it. You don't have to do any comment or insult that person. If 100 of us go there and write fake news, Facebook is going to close that account or suspend it. That is one of the strategies that we must employ. That is number one. Number two, Biafrans, at this point in time, we must brace up, tighten our seatbelts, because we are in a very, very long haul. What am I saying? When our leader came out of prison in 2017, the Igbo politicians especially wanted to take glory of his release. Our leader made one remarkable presentation or comment. He said nobody will take this glory of his release apart from Chukwuka Biama and Biafrans. Even while they were saying that Senator Abaribe took him on bail, this person do this person do that, he gave every glory to Chukwuka Biama and the Biafrans, especially those who left everything that they were doing to be in Abuja in all his court cases. We must be very, very brilliant. We must be very, very brilliant in this struggle. If you are a divine follower of this struggle and follower of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as a very sensitive and discerning person, even if you see our leader, his picture, his videos, you should be able to understand what we call 30-year signs. Our leader do not need to communicate to you before you understand him. What is expected from each and every one of us, wherever you are, even in Biafra land, is for you to write your own story. Don't allow people dictate the pace for you. We have never allowed it in IPOB. You don't allow those who don't want you alive, those who love fishing in troubled waters. Who are the politicians? They like to feed the fish in troubled waters because they know if the waters are troubled, the fish will be running helter-skelter and run into their trap. That is exactly what they are doing in Nigeria right now. They want you to believe the fact that nobody is for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the truth is that we are in the majority. These people are not even up to 2%. IPOB is a grassroots movement. The movement that you are in is a grassroots movement. You are a remnant. You are chosen for this time. Those in diaspora, you must know that you are in diaspora for a time like this. You are in an advantage position to fight for your brethren who are home. I don't know how long we'll continue to repeat this fact so that it gets into the head of our people. That everybody who is in this struggle, no matter where you are right now, you should be rising up. Those in diaspora, you should be planning to protest and protest and protest and protest. Protest does not have overdose. We must continue to push until something happens. We have protested here on the 8th of this month. We went to Ottawa, the seat of capital in Canada. And again on the 26th, which is the court case day, we are going again. And we are doing it better than we did before. Biafrans, we must rise up. We have an onerous task on our shoulder, which is to get our leader out and get Biafra. The politicians you see in Biafra land today are the bees. Somebody said, ignore the bees and go for the honey. If you look at the bee, you won't be able to make honey. You must ignore them. Whatever they are doing will dictate the pace for them. If they see that we love that man, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will have no other choice than to kill. Remember, we were very, very resolute, determined. When we say 30th of May is our seat at home, the tenacity in us, the resoluteness, made them queue behind us to declare 30th of May public holiday. Henceforth, how long can we begin to come on air and say this? Now, I want to start my comment today by saying, if you live in the territories of Canada, if you live in Ontario province, anywhere you find yourself, and you know that what we are doing is pleasant to you, and you want to join us to do this mega protest all around Canada, please, you should be able to call 226-909-4222. I repeat, 226-909-4222. If you call this number, the person will direct you to your nearest coordinator so that you can be able to be in the plan of what we are doing. Mazi, I pray for you. Whenever you speak, may you speak wisdom. When we hear, may we not be only hearers, but also doers of the word. From Toronto, Canada, take it from me. I love Biafra.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And there, well, thank you very, very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're going to take a very short break. Thank you very much, Josh. Josh. These boys, these guys are just hilarious. I'm telling you, they blow my mind every single day that come out. They come up with something new and something very wonderful. This is one from Josh. Josh. The guy now, wow, this guy is killing me. I'm trying to see if I can get through to you one day and I'll be an interview because I want to be portraying you. Yesterday, I got a call from a female singer friend from Cross River State, from Calabar to be exact. Unfortunately, I could have even asked her because I wasn't even sure if she's the one. So I could have asked her to sing one of our songs so that we can listen to it on there. You see, this morning we have spoken about our plight, the plight of the Biafran child. That's what I spoke about this morning, basically. It's just trying to send a message across to our people to learn to support their own, no matter how bad or there was this song, it was a very old song. You know, anything that is yours. No matter what they say, that's full nature. That's why when I see people who get up there and want to destroy their own children, quickly, because the Fulanis, they know how to play that game. They know how to do it. They know how to test the water before they dive in. Because when they see that you're not going to support your own, they can go there and do whatever they want to do because they know they will get away with it. If they were not testing the waters, I'm sure they will make a mistake and they will not want to continue with the mistake. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that we should support our own. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there's rallies going on everywhere in the world today to release our leader. He is our leader, no matter what he does. Whenever he makes any mistake, we're going to correct that room. And for those of you who say, respect yourself, because if you respect yourself, you don't earn respect because you gray head or get the white baby like me. No. That's not enough. You must have to act and behave like a normal, rational person. Nobody says that getting old gives you the right to be a wise person. No, because even fools grow old too. When you believe it will always remain a believer. It doesn't matter how old. So it has nothing to do with age. And the Nnamdi Kanu does not insult everybody. Believe me, he doesn't. Well, listen to him very well. He has no permanent friend. The moment he praises you and you want to show that name might feel too much, and you start going on the wrong side, start speaking on the two sides of the mouth, he will attack you the same way he will attack any other person. And the only thing is that he does not insult, he only tries to lay emphasis. And you know, when your child tells you, don't be silly, daddy, you think it's an insult. No, it is not an insult. It's just an advice that you should stop being stupid. You should wake up. You're not supposed to talk to your father like that for where it's a story. I once visited a friend of mine in America, and his son just came in and said, hi, uncle, and then passed through. And the father said, come here. You can now. And the boy came and he said, how you greet your uncle? The boy was looking at him. The boy was smiling. Say, look at the way you greet your uncle. You know what the boy told the dad? I'm 18 now. Did you ever take me to Nigeria? How do you want me to stay in America and behave like those in Nigeria? Oh, they're not possible now. So when he left, he's sitting there, the father was like looking at the ground. He's like, oh, my phone, he has told you the truth. His culture is different. But culture. So you are not taking him to Nigeria. He's 18, and you expect him to come and sit with him as elder. I said, hi, uncle, and then he passed. That's how they greet you, hi, uncle. They do it all the time, hi, daddy. If you are not going to as if you okay, for the day. So what I'm trying to say is that our own is our own. Let us, on a serious note, Nnamdi Kanu is our son. Nnamdi Kanu is our brother. Nnamdi Kanu is our everything. Whatever he does, don't be rejoicing with those who are rejoicing that he has been caught. Otherwise, I will say waka to all of you who want to rejoice that Nnamdi Kanu have been arrested. All right, from me, it's time to go.
Listening to live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. We are coming to you through Radio Biafra.